Ricky and Daniel, don't you think it's a bit contradicting saying that the president is set on cracking the whip when it comes to Martha's graft, and here he is, we are seeing Ben Chumo in and out of the parliamentary committees, and his case is in court yet to be, the pre-trial starts on the 9th of August. Should he have held that nomination?
I think that's where I differ with my friend here.
Yeah.
If you check the history from the period after the election to date, there's been a trend of moving from one thing to the other without completing any of those. First, I'll start with the SRC. Sarah Serem was going to leave the office in December, and we knew very well that by December he was going to retire. Why did it take us this long just to have someone take over? Secondly, if you check, it was in March. Was it in March when the lifestyle audit was brought up? It has gone quiet. Then came the NYS scandal. It's almost going quiet. Then came
NCPB.
Kenya
it
Power.
went quiet.
SGR.
Kenya Power,
SGR.
SGR.
Waraka.
If the president was serious about corruption and finishing, I think we'll have seen any of those cases finished. But now we have moved to Chumo's case. And I'm telling you, after this, it will just disappear. Because the leadership is not serious about fighting corruption. If the president is serious about fighting corruption, then the best thing you will have done is first to withdraw Ben Chumo's appointment. Whether it's political or not, but the best for the public to have confidence in you is first to pull him out of the vetting. Because even what is going on now, if the majority leader is telling us that they won't approve it, and yet you are paying for those sittings. The MPs are getting money for those sittings. Why are they then sitting? Then even the MPs themselves should have just said, let's hold the vetting until the case is done. Because we've been having an acting SRC, the CEO, the chair, for almost 7 months. So what is the hurry now? If Ben Chumo is cleared, or they would have appointed another person
to hold brief.
To hold, yes, but you can't just go on vetting someone who has a court case, and then you see the MPs in parliament divided on a case that they're not even the judge.
Do the parliamentarians have the power to say no to Ben Chumo's appointment, regardless of the fact that it has been made, the nomination?
And I stand my ground insofar as I say that. Now, my friend, I also believed until last month that President Uhuru Kenyatta was serious in fighting graft. And until I saw the appearance of Ben Chumo yesterday, I have to withdraw my comments and my view about his seriousness in fighting corruption in this country. It's weighing down. It's not going anywhere. Now, what could have happened to ordinary young person who could have been convicted or who had been suspected? You would be asked, first of all, to clear your name. And go for a certificate, probably of good conduct to DCI or some headquarters.
And then it takes 2 weeks.
Then it takes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But now, what we are seeing, our senior most public servants from a jail goes to smile in the parliamentary committee looking for a job. This is senior thieves and defraud Kenyans out of a lot of money. That is the wrong modeling we are seeing. And we are calling it straight and what it is. Now, what are we going to see this coming week? And we are not going to spare any case, my friend. The question is that we are having somebody who is having serious cases of corruption, and we are trying to bring him to hold up a very reputable office. Now, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission is a very serious commission in this country, which determines and harmonizes the salaries of a number of thousands and thousands of public servants in this country. The only reason I suspect our parliament is comfortable, and it's going to pass, by the way, it's going to be proven, is simply because the former SRC chair was so strict when it comes to issues of harmonizing salaries that the MPs were finding it difficult to compromise her. This one is easy to compromise.
So it will be easier to compromise.
And I'm telling you, Ben Chumo is going to be comfortably seated at home as the chair of Salaries and Remuneration Commission.
Okay.
Take this to the bank.
Does it mean that the MPs are given leeway to someone they can compromise, part of their complicit in terms of getting what they want?
For a long time. Our members of parliament had wanted salary increase. And it was very difficult to find this with the former chair who was at the helm.
And they had asking for salary pay.
Yeah.
Well, this is the probably the best person that they can twist so that they can attain their interests.
But this same man says he was not a part of the graft, that he checked into the office when there was already damage.
Does he oversee the approval of these finances? The question remains. Does he oversight anything that comes in? If he has no pending signature for anything.
Viewers from home and from your offices, please do call us on 0791478990. We'd like to hear your sentiments. We'd like to hear your sentiments. We'd like to hear your sentiments on Martha's Ben Chumo and his appointment and nomination as the head of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission.
Yes. I think whether he's guilty or not, that's for the court to decide, and the case that the prosecutors will put to the court. But what we are saying is, when you hold a public office, there's the image that you portray out there. Right now, we have MPs who are supporting him and some are against him in the vetting committee.
And this is the kind of resistance and the political conflict that this issue of Ben Chumo has come with. So how integral do our parliamentary committees need to be, and what is the level of the integrity of these members of parliament themselves? Because look at what happened historically. It's very clear. We are keeping the records for members of parliament. If you're on the right side of history, we will judge you positively. And the members of parliament approved Philip Kinisu when they knew he had hand in corruption scandal. When he went out on them and he expanded his net purge in terms of nailing down the corrupt officials, they revived the corruption scandals against him. He quitted office. Is this the same scenario we're witnessing?
Let me just put something to you. The way he has said, this committee will approve Ben Chumo. Believe you me. Then what they're using now is to harass him, so that by the time he gets to the office, he won't touch their salary. That's the main idea. He's trying to be harassed so that he knows if you don't do by what we want, as MPs, we'll remove you. This is part of that game.
And we will remind you that
that's the plot.
So you're 100% sure that he's going
to... It will be approved. And then after that, what they'll do is...
Okay, it's a case of... Okay, let's go
It's a case of telling him...
Okay,
catch Onjo.